everyone! So I just finished filming a video on highlighters and all the different highlighters that I had. So I just thought to go ahead and film a bronzer video. So I'm going to show you all the different types of bronzers I have, all their different colors and variations, so you can go ahead and see the comparisons by swatch and by pan to see if there's anything that you would like to purchase if you are in the market for a new bronzer. So let's get started. But before that, if you didn't know so already, that a bronzer is used to either bronze your whole face when you want to go ahead and add some color to your face, bring your color back after applying foundation, or it is used to contour. And to contour, what that does, it sinks in the parts of your face where you apply the bronzer or the contour powder, whatever you want to call it. You can make your nose look slimmer, your forehead look smaller, your cheekbones, you can make those sink in like that. You can fix your jawline if you have a double chin. You can do lots and lots of things with contour powders and bronzers. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the ones that I own. And starting with this one. So starting with Nars Laguna bronzer. This is a matte bronzer, but it does have like a sort of like a satiny finish to it. So this is what it looks like swatched on my finger, and I'm gonna have to do like a really heavy swatch right here so you'll be able to see it. Alright, so yeah, it does have sort of a kind of a satiny finish to it. So it's not completely matte, I'm sorry about that. So it's not completely matte, but it is very pretty. I just love it. I really, really like it. Alright, so that is Nars Laguna. Next, we can go ahead and go with what people call the dupe for Nars Laguna, which is e.l.f.'s Contouring Blush Powder in the color, I think it's called Blushed Bronze. I can't see that small, but it's right here. And ew, you can see this is like super powdery. See that? How it is on my finger. But anywho. And no, this is not a dupe for it. This is like way darker. You saw how many layers of the Nars I did? Because it's just so delicate. But this one is just a lot darker. It's pretty. I think it's pretty. It's just darker. It's not a dupe for the Nars Laguna. And it does have sort of a sheen to it as well. So I like these two both. Alright, if you want to see them compared in the pan, I'll go ahead and do that for you as well. Alright, so there's Laguna. How am I going to do this? Okay, like this. No. Like this. So the top one is Laguna. And this one is the e.l.f. one. The next one here that I have is a loose powder, and it is the Bare Minerals Warmth. And this one, like I said, is a loose powder, and it looks like that. Ooh, you can see all that flying all over the place. And I'm just going to take a little bit off the cap for you just to show you. This one's kind of a really red-based bronzer, sort of like a brick color. There it is on my finger, and swatched next to the e.l.f. one. This one as well has like a satin sheen finish to it, and it's this one right here. It's really pretty as well. Really pretty. This one probably will suit a little bit more darker skin tones, and the Laguna would probably go good for like medium, like me. And I really like this one as well. It's really pretty. I actually haven't used it in a while, but it's really beautiful. Let me cover this baby up really good. I don't want accidents. Woo! That's why I don't like loose powders. Let's talk about one of my other favorites, which is Benefit's Hoola bronzer, and this one is totally matte. This one is completely matte. You don't have to be afraid of any shimmer or any sparkle in this one. And this is what it looks like in the pan, just like that, and swatched on my finger. See how matte that is? And I'm gonna do my swatch. And you can't really see it, it's this last one right here, so I'm gonna have to build it up for you a little more. Where's that? Right here. Alright, and this one is totally matte. Last one right there. Another beautiful one. So another thing you can do is use a darker blush for a bronzer or contour powder, and in that case I have Tarte in the color Exposed, and if you're very fair, you can go ahead and use this as a contour color. It's more on the pinky side, but it can definitely work as a contour if you are fair. See that right there? Another blush that I have that can work as a contour color is MAC's Taupe Shape, and I also have MAC's Poised blush, which also works as a contour color, and it just looks like this in the pan. And this one has a satiny finish to it as well. Let me see. Yeah, it is satin, and this is what it looks like on my finger. And I'm gonna swatch that next to that Exposed color from Tarte all the way down on my wrist. If you see it right there. So this one's kind of like a gray tone color, so it looks really beautiful and natural as a contour, which I really love. Right there. Alright, so that's MAC's Taupe Shape. Alright, so I have wiped off my hand now, free of swatches, and I wanted to show you these two e.l.f. bronzers that I have. This one is the e.l.f. Cool Bronzer, and this one is completely matte with 4 shades. Completely matte. And I'm going to just try and swirl my finger around all of these and see what we get. And it looks sort of like the Hoola, actually, since I'm looking at it now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to see how that looks. It's really pretty, really nice, and completely matte, as I said. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the Hoola. I'm gonna swatch that next to the e.l.f. Cool Bronzer so we can compare the two. Actually, no. The Hoola is more of a earth toned color, and the e.l.f. one has more of a reddish tinge to it, but they both look really good. Alright, so next is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer, and this one, as the name says, golden, is very shimmery, very sparkly. So I'm going to swirl these colors together. Oh, look at that. And this, to me, is not a bronzer, but it does say bronzer on the packaging. So I'm going to actually film a little clip in my highlighter video and stick this in there, because this is definitely a highlighter, not a bronzer. But it does say bronzer on there, so I wanted to show it to you. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and do my Urban Decay bronzer in the color Baked. And this one has shimmer throughout the whole bronzer, so that's why I really don't like it as much. As you can see it on my finger there. And I'm going to swatch it, and it kind of looks just like the e.l.f. bronzer, just that this one's darker. So that is the Urban Decay Baked Bronzer. Next, moving on to a completely matte bronzer, and this one is a lot darker, so if your skin tone is darker than mine, you can use this one as well. And this one is the Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm, and this one is completely matte. Like I said, there it is on my finger, and is very dark. And that's that last swatch right there. So another matte one, and this is one of my favorites right now, is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Give Me Sun. There it is right there. And this one is more of an orange-based bronzer. I know you don't really want an orange bronzer, but on me it looks fine since I do have lots of warm undertones, and it's actually the one I'm wearing today. As you can see, on my finger it looks really orange. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch this next to that Bahama Mama. I mean, is it Bahama Mama? Yeah, Bahama Mama from the Balm. So this is MAC's Give Me Sun, and this one's the Balm's bronzer. So as you can see, it is very orange based. Alright, now moving on with creams. So I have this cream bronzer in Soleil Tan de Chanel, the tan, I don't know what you call this, bronze universal, I have no idea, but it is this one. It smells so good. And this is just a cream bronzer. And there it is right there, and it is very orange based as well. And I'm going to swatch it next to Give Me Sun by MAC, and they do both look orange. This is Chanel's Tan de Soleil, and this is MAC's Give Me Sun. So it is right there. It smells so good. And the last product that I have is very old, but it's very pretty, and it is a bronzer by Mary Kay, but it comes in this little pretty glass jar right here, and it's called Guilty Pleasures Born to be Bronze Shimmering Cream. So it's a cream and it comes like that, and I'm just going to show you some on my finger here from the cap. It is so beautiful. I really love this stuff. Look at that on my finger. I'm going to swatch this across here. Gives you the most beautiful bronze effect. This, you would use it very, very lightly because it is so powerful, but I really love it. I think it's very gorgeous. There's that. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for my bronzers that I own. I hope that this video was helpful and that you could see the swatches really good, and if you are in the market to buy a new bronzer, that this helped you a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.